At the same time, misunderstanding also presents an opportunity to embrace our authenticity. To be misunderstood often means that we are expressing something unique, something that doesn't easily fit into pre-existing molds or expectations. This uniqueness is not a weakness, but a strength. It signifies that we are operating outside the boundaries of conventional thinking, daring to express our individuality in ways that may not yet make sense to others. Authenticity requires courage, especially in the face of misunderstanding. It means staying true to our values and vision, even when the world around us doesn't immediately recognize their worth. Good morning, everyone. Let's start with a question. How many of you have ever felt deeply misunderstood? Maybe it was a project you were passionate about that others didn't seem to get, or perhaps you simply felt out of sync with those around you. That feeling of being misunderstood can be isolating, even painful. But today, I want to share with you why being misunderstood might just be one of your greatest hidden strengths. Being misunderstood can feel like a heavy weight, often leaving us questioning our worth or the clarity of our message. However, what we often fail to recognize in these moments is that misunderstanding can act as a mirror, reflecting truths about ourselves that we might not have otherwise explored. It provides a unique opportunity for introspection and self-discovery, forcing us to pause, reflect, and refine our understanding of who we are and what we stand for. While it may be tempting to focus on how others perceive us, the real value lies in turning inward and examining why we feel the way we do when we are not seen or understood as we hoped to be. When someone misunderstands us, it is often not a reflection of our failure to communicate, but rather a sign of the complexity of human connection. Each person filters their understanding through their own experiences, beliefs, and biases. Instead of viewing misunderstanding as a judgment or rejection, we can reframe it as a challenge to better articulate our values or to clarify our intentions, not just for others, but for ourselves. What do we truly believe in? Why do we feel so strongly about a particular idea, approach, or vision? These are the kinds of questions that arise when misunderstanding occurs, questions that compel us to dig deeper into our identity. Misunderstanding also forces us to confront our relationship with validation. In a world where approval and agreement are often seen as markers of success, being misunderstood can feel like failure. But here lies the hidden gift. When we are misunderstood, we are given the chance to learn how to stand firm in our truth, even without the affirmation of others. This process strengthens our ability to trust ourselves, because there is no safety elsewhere for life to be truth. That level of truth comes from our ability to love. It reminds us that our worth is not dependent on being universally understood or accepted. Instead, it lies in being aligned with our own core values and principles, regardless of how others may perceive them. Moreover, being misunderstood allows us to see the gaps in our own communication. It challenges us to find new ways to express ideas, foster empathy, and bridge divides. This can be especially transformative when it comes to creativity or innovation. Often, the first iteration of an idea is not fully comprehended by others because it challenges norms or introduces a perspective that is unfamiliar. This lack of immediate understanding pushes us to revisit our ideas, refine them, and make them even stronger. In this way, misunderstanding can be a crucible for growth, helping us to become better communicators, more thoughtful creators, and more grounded individuals. Being misunderstood is less about the external experience and more about the internal process it sparks. It is an invitation to deepen our self-awareness, to reconnect with what truly matters to us, and to become resilient in the face of doubt or criticism. While it may not be a comfortable experience, it is undoubtedly a powerful one. If we embrace it with courage and curiosity, we can transform misunderstanding into a tool for personal growth, authentic expression, and unwavering confidence. Experiencing misunderstanding can be challenging, even unsettling, but it holds the potential to build remarkable emotional resilience. When people don't fully grasp our intentions or misinterpret our actions, it's natural to feel frustrated, hurt, or even defensive. Yet these moments offer a unique opportunity to develop an inner strength that cannot be shaken by the opinions or perceptions of others. Misunderstanding teaches us to navigate uncertainty and to ground our self-worth in something deeper than external approval. In moments of misunderstanding, we're often confronted with feelings of rejection or isolation. These feelings, while uncomfortable, act as emotional weights that we must lift to grow stronger. Resilience doesn't develop in the absence of adversity. It flourishes when we face challenges that push us beyond our comfort zone. Misunderstanding forces us to confront the reality that we cannot control how others perceive us. What we can control, however, is how we respond. Do we internalize the misunderstanding as a failure, or do we use it as an opportunity to better understand ourselves and grow more confident in our identity? One of the most significant aspects of resilience is learning not to take misunderstanding personally. People's perceptions are shaped by their own experiences, biases, and assumptions, which may have little to do with us. By recognizing this, we begin to detach our sense of self from how others interpret our actions or ideas. This detachment isn't about indifference or apathy. Rather, it's about developing a healthy boundary between who we are and how others see us. It allows us to remain grounded in our values and intentions, even when they are not fully understood or appreciated by others. Resilience also grows when we learn to process and regulate the emotions that arise from misunderstanding. It's natural to feel anger, sadness, or confusion when someone misjudges us. However, these emotions are signals that invite us to pause and reflect. Why does this particular misunderstanding bother us? Is it because it touches on an insecurity or a deeply held value? By exploring these questions, we gain greater emotional clarity and self-awareness. This, in turn, helps us respond to misunderstanding with grace rather than reactive defensiveness. Furthermore, misunderstanding teaches us the importance of perseverance. It reminds us that just because something isn't immediately accepted or understood doesn't mean it lacks value. Many of the most resilient individuals in history faced repeated misunderstanding or rejection, yet they persisted in their pursuits because they believed in their vision. This kind of resilience is about holding steady to your course, even when others cannot see the destination you're heading toward. It's about trusting your instincts and staying committed to what feels authentic and meaningful to you. Building resilience through misunderstanding is about learning to thrive despite the discomfort of being misjudged. It's about cultivating a strong internal foundation that doesn't waver in the face of external doubt. This process isn't easy, but it's deeply rewarding. Over time, the strength gained from these experiences becomes a powerful tool for navigating life's complexities, enabling us to stay true to ourselves no matter how others perceive us. Misunderstanding, while often seen as a roadblock, can actually serve as a gateway to innovation and authenticity. Throughout history, some of the most groundbreaking ideas and transformative movements were initially misunderstood, even ridiculed. This tells us something profound. The very act of being misunderstood often signals that we are treading on new ground, exploring uncharted territories that others have yet to comprehend. In this way, misunderstanding becomes a catalyst for creativity, originality, and the courage to be unapologetically authentic. When we introduce ideas, behaviors, or perspectives that challenge the status quo, it's almost inevitable that they will be met with some level of resistance or misunderstanding. This happens because people are naturally drawn to what is familiar and comfortable. When confronted with something unfamiliar, the immediate reaction is often skepticism or dismissal. However, this friction can be a powerful motivator for deeper exploration and refinement. When our ideas or actions are misunderstood, we are compelled to revisit them, clarify our intentions, and consider how they might be communicated more effectively. This process not only strengthens our vision, but also forces us to approach problems from new angles, fostering creativity and innovation. Innovation thrives in spaces where convention is questioned, and misunderstanding often acts as the spark for that questioning. When people fail to grasp an idea or reject it outright, it can push us to ask why. Is it because the idea itself is flawed, or is it because it challenges deeply held assumptions? These moments of reflection encourage us to think critically and refine our concepts. In some cases, misunderstanding may reveal blind spots or areas for improvement, making our work stronger and more impactful in the long run. At the same time, misunderstanding also presents an opportunity to embrace our authenticity. To be misunderstood often means that we are expressing something unique, something that doesn't easily fit into pre-existing molds or expectations. This uniqueness is not a weakness, but a strength. It signifies that we are operating outside the boundaries of conventional thinking, daring to express our individuality in ways that may not yet make sense to others. Authenticity requires courage, especially in the face of misunderstanding. It means staying true to our values and vision, even when the world around us doesn't immediately recognize their worth. Some of the most significant breakthroughs in art, science, and culture have come from individuals who were deeply misunderstood in their time. Their willingness to persevere in the face of skepticism and rejection is what allowed their ideas to flourish. These examples remind us that misunderstanding is not a sign of failure, but often a precursor to success. It is a necessary step on the path to introducing something new and meaningful to the world. In the end, the secret power of being misunderstood lies in its ability to push us toward greater innovation and deeper authenticity. It challenges us to think differently, communicate more effectively, and stay true to ourselves, even when others struggle to see our vision. When we embrace this power, we unlock the potential to create work and live lives that are truly original, impactful, and unapologetically our own.